to Tottenham Hotspur's goals of the season for 1993-94. All the goals and all the events from a truly memorable season. The first game could hardly have been a more eagerly awaited event. Ozzy returned to Newcastle, the club that he had parted company with under a cloud some 2 years previously, and for the players it must have been a relief for the attention to switch to activities on the field. Of course, no one needs reminding of all the news that Spurs made during the close season, but the outcome for the squad was that for the opening game, Neil Ruddock was now in a Liverpool shirt. But Ozzy and Steve Perryman had already swooped into the transfer market to scoop Colin Calderwood from Swindon and Jason Dizelle from Ipswich. And for those new members of the squad, that sunny afternoon pointed to what looked like being a really promising season. Sam Ways. Oh, good play, and a great chance for Tottenham, and they're in the lead! It's Teddy Sheringham! Goal number one! So as Arsenal go behind, Spurs take the lead, and after 35 minutes, Teddy Sheringham has scored his first of the season, and what a cute finish! Rounded through the check, and slotting it home. Tottenham in front, all credit to Sam Ways for a great ball. Sheringham rode his luck and finished in fine style. Liam O'Brien would be my favourite to take this, the substitute. Beresford's there as well, number 3. It's going to be Beresford runs over it, O'Brien drives it, hit the post, and Torsford saves it. Well, a bit of luck at the end, and to be quite honest, they deserve it. Ozzy Ardiles, pensive. And the final whistle's gone here. It was driven in by O'Brien, and Torsford saved it. Spurs have won. Nice touch from McDermott to Ardiles. Newcastle have been beaten. Ozzy returns to St James's Park and comes away with the spoils.
And among the spectators tonight, all the way from Argentina to link up with his old mate Ozzy Ardiles, Ricky Villa. Isn't it great to see him back at White Hart Lane? The red shirts gather in the penalty area. Linnigan tries to get a back header on it. It's won though by Calderwood, but Arsenal have a corner. Inside the last 4 minutes. McGoldrick to take it. Adams comes forward. Linnigan comes forward. Here's the corner, and Linnigan, and into the net! A goal for Arsenal by Ian Wright. And that may well decide it. Arsenal look to have stolen it. And it's that man again, Ian Wright.
Sol Campbell, Croft the challenger. Campbell with a searching ball up, but Vonk intercepts. This is Pillory. Steve McMahon. Dizelle robs McMahon. Now it's 3 against 4. Dizelle. Sheringham. Curls one in. And oh, it would have been a spectacular goal. That's turned in. Well, a defensive error, and Steve Sedgley will claim the goal. Or will it be Teddy Sheringham? For me, it's Sedgley, who's created so much. Spurs take the lead anyway, and a defensive mix-up for Manchester City. And Sheringham, as the header comes in, and Steve Sedgley gets in front of David Brightwell. Campbell looks for Jury. Here's Sheringham, bit of space for Teddy Sheringham. Still Sheringham, was that handball? Well, Keith Hackett certainly gave the benefit of the doubt there. And Manchester City now have a mountain to climb. Well, certainly looked like a handball there. Oh, yes.
Throw out to the left to McManaman. Lays it off for Whelan. Burrows. Cross it through. And Clark. First of his men, Sedgley, looks for Teddy Sheringham. It was pushed in the back. It must be a penalty, and it's given. Kieran Barrett had no hesitation in pointing to the spot. Not interested in the arguments. That's what Grobbelaar's telling his colleagues. He achieved nothing by arguing with Kieran Barrett. Sheringham from the spot in the 31st minute. Let's take another look at it. Oh, Grobbelaar guessed the right way, but the penalty was just too good and too strong for him. So Campbell takes the throw up the line. Jury flicks it on, finds Sheringham, turns Mark right. Jury back again on just in front of the dugouts. Crossfield pass. Very nice pass to Dean Austin, who plays it forward to David Howells. Spurs on a run, he has got Dazelle on his inside, plays it to Dazelle, takes, and it's Sheringham, he must score, he does! And Teddy Sheringham milking it in front of the Spurs supporters at the Anfield Road end. 41 minutes and 10 seconds. Dazelle does brilliantly, comes off Grobbelaar's legs this time. Sheringham's ready to pick up the pieces, avoids Mark Wright's tackle and slides it into the corner. Lovely goal for his third of the season, his second tonight. It's Liverpool 1, Spurs 2.
Parker, dangerous. Inside the penalty area, another opportunity here. There's claims for a penalty, and there's claims for a goal, and the goal is not going to count. It's a penalty kick, not a goal. So, the turning point. Austin bringing down. And the referee's whistle in the din. Steve Staunton then for Aston Villa. Scores!
So at the end of August, Spurs had got off to a good start, robbed just at the death of a draw with Arsenal, but fine wins over Newcastle, Manchester City and Liverpool.
Campbell lost out here as Wise. Into the penalty area, Dennis Wise, and it's in! Chelsea take the lead, and Tony Cascarino gets the goal. Substitution delayed as Anderson floats in the corner and essentially sticks his foot in. Calderwood heads on. Here's Sheringham! And is that a penalty? Yes! Really, there was little doubt. And look at Wise and Sheringham. There was no need for that from either player. Wise thinks he dived. And Dennis Wise lost his rag there. A lot of controversy Dennis Wise lost his head. Teddy Sheringham. Now, he may have failed to control the ball, but he's got an opportunity here. Right, a big moment for Teddy Sheringham. Adjudged to have been fouled. Sheringham. Scored! 1-1. And a controversial equaliser has given Tottenham a very important lifeline. Sheringham, decisive, and the Chelsea supporters away to our left-hand side, far from happy.
Samways to Giselle. And Anderton, he's breaking down, he's inside the box, he's getting his crossover, and yes, it's there! Teddy Sheringham puts Spurs ahead in the 14th minute. See that again. Lovely crossfield ball by Samways. He picked out Anderton beautifully. He controlled it, one touch, two, evaded his man, got into the area, looked up, got the crossover, and there was Sheringham unmarked at the far post. Kelly hoofing it out. There's Little John getting past Calderwood, is it? And he scored. Anderson giving the signal, suggests it's going to be a near post corner. If I read his signals right, I have, but it's headed away by the defender. Shaggy again on the ball, gets the cross over, it's fallen loose. Anderton, is it in? It is in, it's gone in. Is it given? It's been given. And it looks like it's Jason Zels getting his debut goal for Spurs. We'll have a look at this one in slow motion. I hope it'll be very slow so we can try and pick out who it was that put the ball away. The cross has come over from Anderton. Gisell's gone up. Kelly's dropped it. Sheringham gets in. It's Giselle gets the final touch to put it in. Is it Giselle? Sheringham. Well, it looks to me like it's Giselle. He's certainly celebrating and claiming it. Teddy may have a word to say about it later. But the important thing is, it's Sheffield United 1, Spurs 2. The cross coming in, and it's flicked in, and it's that man, Little John, again.
Takes it to Campbell. Campbell again, and it's the opening goal for Jason Giselle. Well, in comes Sedgley in the end to bundle it home. As the ball came across, it was Sol Campbell who did the work, and Steve Sedgley who opens the scoring. 6 minutes played. And Steve Sedgley, as we see it again. 5 minutes play. Campbell makes the run. And he hits the post, and Sedgley comes in to finish things off. Spurs on the rampart here. Sheringham! 2-0! And that's a dreadful error from Paul Gerrard. Well, Teddy Sheringham made no mistake. Spurs here have made a blistering start. And that is a dreadful error from Paul Gerrard. Well, Gerrard made a real mess of the clearance. And Teddy Sheringham, well, he kept his cool. Seventh goal of the season. Oldham here have started in disastrous fashion. Sheringham again, Gerrard's made a second nightmare, and Sheringham makes it clear. Sedgley puts it in. 8 minutes played, and Spurs are 3 up. Well, Steve Sedgley gets his second, and Spurs have made an amazing start here as Gerrard has made some errors that I'm sure he won't want to see it again. Steve Sedgley has scored again, but look at this. Talk about charity from Gerrard to Sheringham. Now, the ball comes across, Sheringham, Sedgley, 3-0, and we've only been playing 9 minutes. Hoping to get a second chance there. Anderton, here's Sheringham, now he's through. Will get inside the penalty area, keeps his cool, then comes the cross, and that's the fourth for Gordon Jury, and that's the goal that he's been waiting for this season, and he thoroughly deserves it. Wonderful move from Tottenham, and Gordon Jury acknowledges that that's a very special moment for him. He's waited a long time to score another for Tottenham, and all credit to Jury for finishing that one in fine fashion. 62 minutes gone, and Gordon Jury gets the 4th goal for Tottenham on the afternoon, and that's one that he'll savour. Here's Campbell. Kaski's away. Dazell's in the centre. Jason Dazell scores! His first home goal, and it was a beauty. Oldham sunk now after 86 minutes. Jason Dazell makes it 5. Kasky scampered away, played the cross in, and Dazell did that beautifully.
Spurs have got advantage. Jury playing in Sheringham. Sheringham turns, left-footed, and it's off the post. Oh, so unlucky from Teddy Sheringham in the 43rd minute. Left-footed, hit the far upright with the goalkeeper completely beaten.
Is splendid at serving the ball up from any sort of routines at set plays. Yes! The little touch from Teddy Sheringham. And Anderton supplies again. Sheringham scores, keeping up this amazing record. He's got all Tottenham's away goals so far this season.
Well, he deserves to get found out here because they go to sleep totally. Simon Milton's left, totally exposed, 2 against 1. No one comes near it, no one spots it. And from then on in, Sheringham, one of the abilities he has is those little glancing headers. He knows where the goal is. He doesn't put any power in it. He just has to guide it.
Been something of a checkered year after a very exciting return to the top division at the start of last season. Kiwomya, who was very much part of that. Stockwell. And a goal from Milton. They're back in business. Ipswich Town.
You might just get booked for this, Martin.
Calderwood. Colin Calderwood gets his second yellow card. He has to go. And everything is going Ipswich's way now. Milton, the scorer of it. Marshall is in here. The goal, the game run goes on. level. 4 minutes to go. Sheringham. Oh, it's Linnigan slipped. It must be a goal, and it's Jason Dazelle of all people. 2-2. Quite astonishing. He couldn't have written a better script. The former Ipswich favourite.
Well, this looks nothing. No danger at all. David Linnigan follows the header, just clear it, loses his footing, pokes it past his goalkeeper. And the only thing Jason Dazzelle's wishing is that was the winner, not the equaliser. But this, a real catalogue of misery for David Linnigan. Not just once, but twice.
And great credit to Tottenham. Great delight for Dazelle.
So, unbeaten in September, and with that trouncing of Oldham, Teddy's tally was now up to 8 goals in just 10 games.
Here's Ward. Paul Holmes inside him. Cotti going to the near post. Rideout coming in as well for a classic header. Paul Rideout, who really is having a purple patch for Everton, extends it here at White Hart Lane.
Such a rich vein of form at the moment, but the quality's in the cross. The pace is on it. He's got a yard, and he gives a great goalkeeper absolutely no chance. Neville Southall totally rooted. Sheringham picks his spot, directs into the corner, and Spurs are level.
Play Lincoln in the League Cup in midweek, and then they go to Spain for a match against Athletic Bilbao next Saturday. Oh, penalty! Gary Mabbott, on his 500th senior appearance for Spurs, brings down Tony Cotti, and suddenly the pendulum swings Everton's way again. Cotti, having picked himself up, has placed the ball halfway through the second half. This to restore Everton's lead. Yes, through the power and the right foot of Cotti. And my goodness, how they needed that, Everton.
Into that area, Tottenham pushing so many men forward. Cricky's almost playing right back now.
Sheringham, Anderton. It came back to Anderton again. Essentially, time to assess an option or two here. Sheringham pulling away. 2-2, Darren Anderton. No more than 75 seconds left on the watch. And Southall absolutely furious.
They left it late last week, they left it even late, but look at Sheringham again, pulling away on Hinchcliffe. This is where they get lucky. The miss hits it across goal, but there's nothing miss-hit about Anderton's finish. Great ball in from Sedgley, he spots him first of all. They get lucky there, but that's a very cool finish under pressure from Darren Anderton.
And with time ticking away, twice Spurs have pegged Everton back. Sheringham, Southall parries, Darren Caskey, glory is one thing for him, glory is his, and Spurs have won it.
Can you believe it? I know how you feel, big man. But what celebration.
Caskey's first full game, his first goal, and Tottenham have turned it round in stoppage time.
Well, Southall saves him here again. Wonderful save, he can only knock it straight back out. And as it drops to Kasky, there was no panic there. He could have easily been rushed into blasting this and hit the player. But just watch the way he controls himself, he sidefoots it, he opts for accuracy. And what a good choice that proves to be.
And after that, he was booked for excessive celebrations. Well, you could hardly be excessive at such a moment.
Spurs putting together a bit of pressure of their own. In now to Sheringham. That's a tremendous effort by Teddy Sheringham. Teddy Sheringham's opened the scoring for Spurs. Just 8 minutes on the clock, and Sheringham celebrates on the far side. 22 goals last season, the Golden Boot winner. 9 goals already to his name in the league. You don't give Teddy Sheringham that sort of space in the penalty area. Striking partner, Russell. Russell dinking it in. Flicked on! Is that a goal? Yes, it is! Burnley have equalised. It was David Ayres. His 7th goal of the season. And would you believe it? Loves to get forward, David Kerslake. Kasky's over there with him. Anderton's nearby. Burnley players marking up manfully. Good turn though by Darren Kasky. Hustled out of it though. What's the referee given? There's a bit of confusion over there in the corner. I think the Burnley fans have spotted something. And I think it must have been Darren Kasky who lashed out. And Darren Kasky's in trouble here. Will it be yellow? It's red. It's red. The referee consulted his linesman. In all truth, it was after the ball had gone away. There was a little bit of a skirmish on the edge of the box, and Kasky must have swung round. Gets it back to Samways. Sheringham, lovely cushion. Oh, that's a tremendous strike by David Howells. Oh, pick that out. David Howells goes across to his own supporters. He's absolutely overcome David Howells. The Spurs supporters celebrate. What a tremendous header it was by Sheringham. The cross came in from Samways. Sheringham, once the way, took the weight out of this. Tremendous header by him. And Howells on the volley. Right in the corner. The Tottenham fans singing. Can Spurs just put the finishing touches on it? Anderton with a cross. Sheringham! Yes, they can! Yes, they can! And would you believe it? Yes, you would. It's Teddy Sheringham. His 2nd goal of the evening. His 11th goal of the season. And can you stop this man scoring goals? The free kick came in from Anderton. Davis and the goalie were nowhere. But look at where Sheringham put the header.
Sheringham is brought down rather unceremoniously. Brian Robson yet again. Is Brian Robson's timing going slightly, we ask ourselves? We'll see that again. Teddy Sheringham, and very clumsily from behind, the Manchester United club captain brings down Teddy Sheringham. Sol Campbell looking up. And Teddy Sheringham really suffered on that challenge. I don't know what the injury is to Teddy's knee. Let's just hope it isn't anything serious like ligaments.
Bit of a wrestling match going on. Sharp gets the cross in. Keane on the outside of the foot. Curls the ball into the corner. And Manchester United have the lead.
And Spurs have lost possession. Sharp is in. Vinnie Samways. David Kerslake wide on the right. Back to Samways again. Got the option of Campbell in front of him. Just crossed over. There's Edinburgh. He's in the clear. It's Edinburgh. He pulled it back. Spurs must score. And Darren Caskey gets the goal. Darren Caskey pulls one back for Spurs. And Justin Edinburgh on the field for no more than 3 or 4 minutes. Sets up Darren Caskey. There was Samways, crosses over. Edinburgh keeps it in. Pulls it back. Darren Caskey unmarked through the legs of Steve Bruce.
Comes Dizelle, the ball falls quite nicely for him. Here's Dizelle! He's goal! That's a great finish from Jason Dizelle. It fell for him in fairness, but he opens the scoring. Tottenham lead by a goal to nil. Well, Dizelle battled and beat Fraser Digby. Tottenham take the lead after 51 minutes. Odin floats it in. Only half cleared. They're claiming handball again. And a penalty's been given. Paul Bowden with a chance for the equaliser then. The Welsh international levels it 1-1.
Archer's checking Sedgley. It's back with Dizelle. Edinburgh can get the cross in, he flicks it forward, Dizelle, Barnby, Sedgley chips it over, it's hit the bar, it's in, no it is now, it's a goal, Barnby scored. Nick Barnby has put Spurs in the lead. In the 71st minute here at the baseball ground. Nick Barnby getting his first goal of the season and he is delighted. Let's see it again now. Barnby plays it forward. Sedgley chips it over. It hits the bar. That's where the confusion went in. And bodies were flying in. Anderson missed it. Barnby didn't. We'll see it one more time from the other angle. Dizelle lets it run. Barnby flicks it forward. Sedgley, who was onside, chipped it forward. It came off the bar. The goalkeeper's beaten. It almost eluded Anderson. He got ahead on it. It didn't play it forward. Nick Barnby made no mistake.
15 minutes gone then here at Ewood Park. Stuart Ripley with the corner then. And the big men go up, but it's in! And it's 1-0. Who else but Alan Shearer? So Spurs are going to have to come from behind here. Shearer with the goal after 15 minutes.
That narrow win by Blackburn summed it up for Spurs. Losing to United by the narrowest of margins, the Tottenham injury list now started to resemble a respectable Premiership side just on its own. Worst of all was the injury to Teddy. 11 goals in just 13 games meant he would be sorely missed. But the defence, also hit by injury, was buoyed up by the introduction of Swindon's David Kerslake.
Still 0-0 here. Dowie. In comes the cross. Alan gets up, here's Letizia! Maddison! They've broken the deadlock through Neil Maddison! Letizier's
cross. Skips through two of them, Wallace. Now, Dean's ahead of him. Speed's waiting, goes outside Mabbott, cuts it back. Oh, they've arrived. Dorigo! Dean, he must score, he has! Fairclough in pursuit. Cut out by Weatherall. And he's picked it up. Was that a back pass? The crowd immediately drew Joe Worrell's attention to it, and his interpretation is that it was. Anderton. Oh, he's got it through! Anderton has squeezed it through the defensive wall. Tottenham are level. questions about that. Look at the hole that opened up. I think it was Brian Dean back in the defensive wall who helped to create the hole. And Mark Beanie, whose elevation to the #1 spot in goal for Leeds has coincided with that terrific run of results, caught out there at the near post.
That appearance by Gordon Jury in the draw with Leeds was to be his last in a Spurs shirt. Much publicised row with Ozzy, and the unsettled Scot was packed off back to north of the border with Rangers.
Which over the years they've been famous for. Only half clearance, but it's worked well. Howells is scampering forward, puts in the early cross. 1-0 to Tottenham, and Nicky Barmby gets the goal. And there was a clear example of the quality cross being just what they wanted. So David Howells then finding Nicky Barmby. That's a brilliant start for Tottenham, and to be quite honest, it was a sweet goal. In comes the cross, and a looping header. It's 1-1, it's Holdsworth. And Wimbledon have snatched the equaliser.
Corner comes over and the header from Ferdinand. Oh! What a start for Queen's Park Rangers. Les Ferdinand. Marvellous goal and a marvellous start. And you'd think they've just won the FA Cup. Three minutes of the game to go. Jaron Anderson with a sweet strike. A low drive into the right corner, giving Tottenham the equaliser. QPR 1, Tottenham 1.
November was very much a month of draws, with 3 of them against Leeds, Wimbledon and Queen's Park Rangers. And the league table showed Spurs with 22 points from 17 games, including 7 draws. But surely the talking point of the month, if not the season, was the terrible injury sustained by club captain Gary Mabbott, who in typical heroic manner refused to be defeated by the most horrific of injuries.
Edinburgh, Barmby, Campbell, it's a goal! So Campbell's done it. Pushed forward as an emergency attacker. And a rifling shot that at last beats Bobby Mims. Good build-up this. Barmby played a big part in it. A little flick there. But Campbell did a lot of good work himself. And a terrific finish by him.
Header down, a great chance, 1-0 to Newcastle. Peter Beardsley gets the goal. And again, Barmby. Great move. This is Anderson. He's brought down. That's a penalty. No doubt about it. So unnecessary from Newcastle. But Anderson went down by Steve Watson. Now, Nicky Barmby given the responsibility. What can he do? He scored! 1-1. Nicky Barmby gets the goal that brings Spurs right back into the game. Hooper went the wrong way. That was confidence. Spurs back in it. Newcastle pay the penalty for sloppy defending. Let's have a look. Barmby. He wasn't going to miss. Oh, yes. 1-1. Free kick bang on halfway. Quickly taken. Well, there's no wasting time here. Beardsley so much running off the end of the ball. Still Beardsley. Still Beardsley. Oh, what a goal from Peter Beardsley. sucker punch from Beardsley, but that was a beauty.
Hazard. Notice he was quoted in the paper as saying he didn't mind how they won, as long as they did it. And here's Anderton with a chance to give Tottenham the lead, and he's done it! Darren Anderton puts Tottenham Hotspur ahead with his 4th goal of the season. And wasn't that composure itself from the youngster?
Magnificent finish, Petey. Oh, such a lot to two people, Hazard and Gazelle. Because the flick from Gazelle sets him free. And Tony Adams never looked like catching him. And when you need composure, when you need confidence, he had both. And he gives his side, well, what I think is a deserved lead, I really do. Look at the way he's striding forward. Tony Adams is never going to catch him, is he? Doesn't get near enough. And he chooses his moment brilliantly.
Limpar here to right. Is this the equaliser? Yes, it is. He's done it again. Ian Wright.
Here's Hazard. Oh, lovely first touch. It's fouled, but play on. Anderton wants it from Samways and gets it. Now the quality of the cross is the key. Here it comes. It's a goal. It's 1-0. And Jason Gazelle gets it. And really, Anderton's cross was all about making a goal for Jason Gazelle. Tottenham take the lead, and Gazelle gets his 4th of the season. Jason Gazelle, after 64 minutes, getting that only goal. And here's a chance for Gazelle. He's got his 2nd, and that's it. Gazelle, so cool, makes it 2-0 to Tottenham. And 87 minutes gone. And Gazelle gets his first double strike for Spurs. And Tottenham now have 3 points, virtually certainly in the bag. But that was a special one for Vinny Samways, his 1st of the season. Spurs take the lead, Samways got his chance, and a great finish from Vinny Samways, struck with real power. Rush, Clough, away we go. A chance now for Robbie Fowler, who scored 1-1. Hartness runs over it, in comes the shot, and it's in. And it's running wide, here's McManaman. And a great chance for Rush. Penalty, no doubt. Now, a chance here for Liverpool to make it 3-1. Here we go. 3-1 to Liverpool, and it's Vinny Samways. I get the feeling if Spurs could get a 2nd here, they could easily get a point out of this man, right with the defensive clues. Oh, it's poor. And here's Barnby, it's the penalty area. Oh, it's a penalty! No doubt at all. And really, one has to look at Jamie Redknapp and think, why, oh why? Now, it's a penalty. Mickey Hazard to take this. He was very anxious to go on with it. He's not in any doubt about his responsibility. Well, Hazard hasn't scored for Spurs on this 2nd appearance. There are many in the ground who don't fancy him to score it. Hazard against Grobbelaar, and Hazard scores! Oh, that was an important goal for Tottenham. Don't you believe it? Mickey Hazard, whose last goal for Tottenham was in the 85-86 season when he only played 4 times, pulls one back, and now we got a game. Spurs 2. Here's Hazard. What a classic match we're watching here. end to end. And is the goal scoring finished yet? Darren Caskey! 3-3! And Darren Caskey gets the goal! What a goal! Kerslake cross, and Caskey heads it home. It's 3-3.
Mexon's come up, the ball doesn't quite bobble for him. Roll Fox, and it's into the net by Chris Sutton. But this time finding a yellow shirt as Okuku flicks onto his left foot, and Efan Okuku has scored a dramatic second for Norwich City. He looks up, everything's covered. Finds Darren Anderton. Anderton demonstrating the difficulty. Ball breaks to Caskey, trying to jink his way through, and at last Tottenham has scored. Nicky Barmby takes his opportunity at last, pushing it wide of Brian Gunn. Caskey who was trying to jink his way through. The ball ran to Nick Barmby, first time shot, great shot to the back of Norwich's net. A good goal for Tottenham. Hazard, the ball runs away from him, and Efan Okuku is on the break. Still Okuku, he's got Sutton up with him, he goes on his own. It's a great save, but Chris Sutton's going to pick up the pieces.
I don't think McCloskey had it covered. Breaker knocks it long, trying to find Chapman, but easily cleared away by Edinburgh. Breaker tries again, and Matty Holmes is in here now for West Ham. Flag stayed down. Matty Holmes has put West Ham United 1-0 up. 33 minutes gone. Anderton. Sedgley's in there. Sedgley wasn't over the line, but Dazell's finished it for Tottenham. Spurs are level. Dazell takes the congratulations. Sedgley won the header from Tottenham's 6th corner of the afternoon. He powered it down. Breaker got it off the line, but only as far as Dazell, who turned it over. And they're forward here once again with Caskey. He's being pressurised by Gale. Through to Hazard. Plays the 1-2. Hazard could equalise here. Could put Spurs in front. Mickey Hazard. It was a lovely move. And Hazard didn't need a second invitation. That's his second goal for Tottenham. His first from open play. Bounce down now to Caskey. 4 players streaming forward in white shirts for Spurs. West Ham in serious trouble now. Hazard inside to Anderton, can finish this. Thought he was going to hit it first time. He chose to dwell on it and hit it at the second attempt. Low into the corner of the net. And Darren Anderton has tied the points up for Tottenham. It's West Ham United 1, Tottenham 3.
December, very much a month of contrasts, with that great win over West Ham and Blackburn in the Coca-Cola and Manchester City. But at home, the winning habit was harder to keep. So at the halfway stage, the table looked like this. Spurs played 23 games and had accumulated 30 points. And at this stage, Tottenham's midfield was being boosted by the most astute of passers in the game. Veteran Mickey Hazard rejoined the club.
And Love goes to the far post, Williams to the near post. And Wegley to float one in. And a header comes in, it's there! And Kerslake Anderton again. Early cross. Well, Kerslake plays one in. And no flag. Is that a penalty? Not given. And the Spurs fans, as Kasky drives it in, there's no need to worry about it now. 1-1. And he looks straight to the fans on this side of the ground as he grabs his third goal of the season. And here's a chance for Coventry. It's Wegerle, and he scored. Roy Wegerle had one opportunity in the first half. Well, he wasn't going to miss that one.
In comes the cross. Oh, and the back pass, a great chance and a goal! Jason Brisson has scored, and now Tottenham are going to have to come from behind. 5 minutes left. Come on, Spurs, let's find something. Kerslake puts in the cross, and it's there! Oh, it's Dizelle! The plus is a save by that man, Jason Dizelle! Oh, yes, 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 yes! Well, where's the second, a third, or even a fourth look? They'll be repeating this as Kerslake floats in the cross, and Dizelle gets the header that brings the match to all square after 86 minutes.
Samways hustled out of it by Dalian Atkinson. Did well there. And it might come now for Houghton! Just over an hour played. Dizelle, little touch. Anderton. Barnby with a shot! It's Kasky who's made it 1-1. It's Kasky, 1-1 Tottenham. As he fell and in fact deflected off a Villa boot. But it's 1-1. And Spurs are right back in it again. Just deflected off the boot of Sean Teal, but it's Kasky's goal. Parker's going to take it. And a goal! Oh, Barrett! It crept under Torsvett's body. And the keeper will be less than happy with that one.
Keane's cross. Oh, Hughes! And the goal that wouldn't come in the first half for Manchester United comes early in the second, and Mark Hughes is there again.
Samways to Anderton. Now Campbell's in the centre calling for it. This is still Anderton. Oh, he tries the shot, and a chance here and a goal! Tottenham take the lead, and Nicky Barnby gets the goal. Well, Nicky Barnby gets the goal, 11 minutes gone, and it'll be one to forget for Freddie Barber. Anderton drifts in, hits the shot. Now Barber couldn't hold it, and Barnby couldn't miss. 1-0 Tottenham after 11 minutes. Adcock flicks it through, and Walker's going to be in trouble here, and Peterborough equalise. After a gruelling 120 minutes, it's the only FA Cup tie in the third round to go to a penalty shootout. And Tony Adcock will be first to take the penalty for Peterborough at the Paxton Road end of the ground. Ian Walker in goal, and what a hero he can be here. Peterborough then to go first in the shootout.
Tony Adcock scores 1-0 to Peterborough, and Adcock and Kasky then against Fred Barber. 1-1, and into the corner it goes. The roar from the Spurs fans. The second penalty for Peterborough in the shootout, and he sends Walker the wrong way, and the Peterborough fans away to our left, delighted by that. 2-1 Peterborough. Well, it's a big moment. Kerslake, 2-2. League commentary on loan. This is a big moment for him. It's Krasinski against Walker. It's 3-2 to Peterborough, and Walker goes the wrong way. Big kick for him. John Beresford missed on that occasion, but Darren Anderson scores. 3-3. How about this for a 16-year-old? Fidel, who came on as a second-half substitute. And saved by Walker! Well, that could be the turning point of this cup tie. Despair for Fidel, and immediately Barber goes over to consolidate him. But Peterborough have missed their fourth spot kick, and Spurs now know that they need to score twice more to go through. Lee Howarth consoles the youngster as well, and now Nicky Barby scores! So Spurs have the advantage 4-3, and what it means is that Peterborough must score with Craig Greenman. Barnby gives Spurs the advantage. Who will take the last kick for Spurs? Well, it probably will be captain of the night, Steve Sedgley, but it will be irrelevant if Greenman misses this. Greenman against Walker. It's 4-4. So now it is Steve Sedgley, the captain in replace of the injured Gary Mabbott. I'm sure deep down he'll be having a thought of Gary Mabbott as he takes this penalty. Steve Sedgley against Fred Barber. 10 years ago, Spurs won the UEFA Cup. They've been Anderlecht on penalties. Sedgley scores! And Spurs are through to a fourth-round trip to Portman Road on Saturday week to Ipswich. Delight on the Paxton Road. Floats it in, and Barnby's coming in and must score, and he does! And Nicky Barnby opens the scoring for Tottenham against the run of play, it has to be said, but he won't mind, and Spurs go one up, and a nightmare for Nicky Hammond, really. He couldn't hold on to it as Barnby came in. Hammond just couldn't hold it, and Barnby finishes it off. Fjortov now. Jan Åge Fjortov has equalised. Well, disaster for Tottenham. Very dangerous situation. Level with the penalty spot. And it's driven in by Summerby off the line, brilliantly, but in.
Good check in front of Walker. It's wide to the far post, and it's there. Comes over, and a mark, oh my goodness me. Got Calderwood in front of him, Austin as well, Kunchev lays it off. And that's a third goal.
Well, they say that January is the cruelest month, and 8 games came and went without an outright win, although Peterborough did succumb after penalties. Worst of all, the home form was not as good as Aussie's men hoped for, something that did not augur well for the rest of the year. Anderton's corner, and Rosenthal gets the
goal. Ripley. Shearer, great header. A great goal to direct play. Gallagher. It's 2-0. alongside Rosenthal. Anderton's cross. And Sedgley gets a goal that Spurs were threatening and now have achieved. Steve Sedgley for Tottenham.
Tremendous ball from Anderton to the far post again. And Sedgley's crept in round the back of Steve Clark. He got a little bit of a lucky break, but certainly finished it very well.
Austin, there might be another here. There is from Jason Dazelle.
That's a tremendous cross from Austin. And Dazelle totally unmarked with a free header from the 6-yard line. Chelsea at the moment across the back four are all over the place. Every cross that's gone in, Tottenham look like scoring.
He's played as a free spirit behind the front two. That's a lovely ball for Donaghy. Can he make something for himself? And it's in! Off the inside of the post. And Chelsea, from a most unlikely route, see a way back into the game. Spencer, it's a chance for Chelsea! Wow! A phenomenal first half here. Anderton with the corner. Scott got to it. Was that handball? Erland Johnsen went up for the ball with an arm up, and Chelsea, who gave away a crazy penalty at Oxford in the Cup last weekend, have done the same here. But Johnsen pushed onto it.
There's no doubt, I think Kevin Scott only had one thought. He was going for the ball, and Erland throwing his arms up in the air.
It's Andy Gray to take it. And he drills it in right down the middle. 3-3. Another twist to the tail. The manager says, calm down, don't get carried away, but this means so much to Tottenham. It's not yet a draw either. A penalty for Chelsea in stoppage time. We're in the 91st minute, and for the third time in the second half, John Lloyd has pointed to the spot. Dean Austin on Gavin Peacock.
Definitely a penalty, no doubt about it. I think the referee's been right with every one of the penalty decisions.
There's a bit of consultation going on here, Clive, because Dennis Wise is back in the side. In his absence, Mark Steen has said, I want the penalties. And he wants it again. And you need a confident character in these circumstances. It will certainly turn 1 point into 3 if he scores. He does!
Rosenthal, Liverpool's super sub, scored on his debut. But with Sheringham sidelined, it was another frustrating month for Spurs fans.
Richardson feeding the ball through to Parker. He's onside. Parker into the area. Measures his shot, and Tottenham are 1-0 down. Villa score. Ball breaks out to Nick Barmby on the right. Barmby, the long cross. In is Rosenthal coming in on the far post. And Rosenthal's header has beaten Bosnich into the top corner. Ronnie Rosenthal scores for Tottenham. And Tottenham Hotspur equalise. It's a superbly judged cross from Nick Barmby. Up rose Rosenthal. Bosnich, no chance. And Tottenham back in the game. Ronnie Rosenthal strikes. Tottenham 1, Aston Villa 1.
March the 2nd, and Tottenham get their first point of the year. But now the dreaded R word is being mentioned. But how can a side with so much class as this one possibly sink into trouble? And Gale! The defenders got the opening goal. Spurs caught out again. Rosenthal goes into the centre. Samways, there's Sedgley. And here's Scott! It's his first goal, and how important a one that might prove to be. 63 minutes gone, and from Anderton's free kick, Kevin Scott beats Kelly, and delight for Perryman and Ardiles. A major blow in their quest to remain in the Carling Premiership. Now Sheffield United coming forward. Here's Blake inside the area. He's got goal side and Mabbott scored. And that was a fine finish from the substitute, recent signing from Cardiff, Nathan Blake. Home win in the league here. Barnby, good play from Barnby, still Barnby. And here's Dazelle! In injury time, they've done it! It's 2-2, would you believe it? And all credit to Nicky Barnby there, but Jason Dazelle has scored a significant goal here that has kept Tottenham's season alive. White Hart Lane erupts. Ronnie Rosenthal involved as well, but the finish came from Jason Dazelle. Here's Barnby, he did so well. Now many would have gone down. If he had, he'd have won a penalty for sure. Rosenthal saw Dazelle, and the rest is history. Kouamia making a fine run. Johnson goes through, still giving Johnson. Kouamia, great chance for Ipswich, and he scored. Chris Kouamia opens the scoring after 11 minutes, and another defensive blunder. Spurs fans really behind their team now. Campbell plays it to Rosenthal. Good play from Ronnie Rosenthal. Puts a cross in. Dazelle's here, and Barnby equalises. 1-1. Nicky Barnby is back. So Barnby equalises with a fine goal. And as the header came down, Barnby finishing it 1-1.
Anderson, Kerslake on the outside. Kerslake's first time cross comes over. Sedgley's on it, and it's there, and Spurs have scored. Steve Sedgley has put the ball in the back of the net. And the excitement on the look of the Spurs players. In the 70th minute at Goodison Park, Steve Sedgley puts the ball in the way. Kerslake crosses the ball over. It eludes all of the defenders, and Steve Sedgley came in on the blind side, was unmarked, rose and put it into Neville Southall's left-hand bottom corner of his goal.
An unbeaten month did much to answer their critics, but the league table looked like this.
Looking for Barnby, he's pulled it back for Sheringham, it's scored! Teddy Sheringham, on his return to first-team action, has put the ball in the back of the net. 56 minutes on the clock at Carrow Road. Norwich City 0, Spurs 1. Ready, Teddy Sherry is back with a vengeance. Taking another look, the throw-in for Spurs. The first touch by Nick Barnby, he pulled it back. Two Norwich City players were completely flummoxed, as Sheringham had the task of putting the ball first time under control, second time past Brian Gunn's bottom right-hand corner. Robin digs it forward for Sutton to run onto, and Sutton puts it away. Barnby, crossfield to Darren Anderson, hits it forward. David Kerslake has it, and Kerslake has scored. What a mistake by Brian Gunn, and David Kerslake has got his first goal for Spurs. 13 minutes before the final whistle. What a mistake by the Norwich defenders. It was a great ball by Anderton. We'll see it again. As that crossfield ball found Darren Anderton. He trapped it on his chest. First time outside of the boot. Kerslake runs onto it, he heads it, it came off, looks like Colin Woodthorpe. And that's what confused Brian Gunn.
Far side, and here goes Jones. His first touch let him down, but what a goal! West Ham take the lead, and Jones gets the goal. And breaker, and Scott clears, but not a good one. And it's a penalty. So, Morley then, against Ian Walker, a very important penalty. Morley scores 2-0 to West Ham, and now it's going to be hard for Tottenham to get back into it. This is Kerslake. Scott climbs. And penalty! Lipton's given another spot. Sheringham in his second game back. Can he give Spurs a lifeline? Sheringham scores! And it's welcome back, Teddy Sheringham. Two goals in 2 games, and now with a substitution, off goes Dazelle, and on comes David Howells. Mabbott, oh, he's lost it here, Morley, and he scored! 3-1 to West Ham, and Trevor Morley gets the goal. No flag again, and a great chance, it's finished! It's points Doyle! With the touchdown, Sheringham goes on the chase. Moncao comes across to make the challenge, but Spurs still have possession, and Sedgley has opened the scoring. That's a great goal for Tottenham, and it's come after 4 minutes, and it's gone to Steve Sedgley. That will settle the nerves at White Hart Lane, and we always thought there'd be goals here. And Sedgley came across, left-footed, past Besson, 1-0. Sheringham headed it down. I thought Barby might get there, but Sedgley got there first, and Spurs have the lead. Well, just the one change being made so far by Alan Ball. But Ronnie Rosenthal, you can see he's warming up, and just wonder whether who might come into the fray. Here's Samways. Still Samways, that's 2! And that's the goal that Vinny Samways has been waiting for. Could it be the goal that saves Tottenham's season? Well, Vinny Samways has only managed 1 goal this season against Liverpool. Now he's got 2 after 67 minutes. It's Tottenham 2, Southampton 0. Tottenham can't lose a 2-goal lead at home. With under 5 minutes to go. Now Darren Anderton's in the clear here, a chance to finish it, and Darren Anderton finishes in truly memorable fashion, and Spurs have now safely got priceless points, 3 of them in the Premier League, thanks to Darren Anderton. Well, Anderton in the clear, and a confident finish, and Anderton makes it 3-0, and Tottenham have a resounding victory. And there goes the final whistle. Ozzy Ardiles must surely be a relieved man. Alan Ball, well, there's another week to go before they play Aston Villa. It's glory, glory, Tottenham Hotspur being played on the public address system. Darren Anderton crowned off a memorable day for Spurs, who beat Southampton by 3-0. Steve Sedgley, Vinnie Samways and Darren Anderton with the goals. That win should secure Tottenham's Premiership position. For Southampton, there are 3 games left for them to battle to stay in the top flight.
Barton with the corner. Near post. Cleared up. Nethercutt with the header. Holdsworth. That's 1-0 to Wimbledon. Tottenham failing to get the ball clear. Ball to the left. Holdsworth inside. Fear attacks the Tottenham defence. Coming up fast is Clark. Clark on his left. 2-0. Neat goal from Wimbledon. Edinburgh on the break. Still Edinburgh. And Ronnie Rosenthal. And one at the defence. Hazard. Rosenthal's followed it up. He's down. The referees awarded a penalty. Well, Mickey Hazard slotted that ball through to Ronnie Rosenthal. And Rosenthal just about to get it under control. Bundled over. No hesitation from the referee. Penalty to Spurs, and Teddy Sheringham prepares to take it. This is the ball. Sagers waits. Sheringham. Goal to Tottenham! 2-1. Consolation. Sagers read it wrong. Sheringham slots it away. Efficiency.
That win against Southampton all but guaranteed Premiership survival. But as the penultimate month of the season drew to a close, the table looked like this. The much postponed game against Oldham now took on extra meaning. A defeat for Oldham, and they were staring down the barrels of the relegation gun. But if the unthinkable happened and Spurs lost, then all would hinge on the difficult home game against Queen's Park Rangers. Steve Sedgley, Tottenham's battling midfielder, was in terrific form, and with Mabbutt looking as assured as ever at the back, and with Teddy up front, Tottenham looked the part again.
Rosenthal. Samways.
It's a goal for Spurs. 8 minutes before half-time. Desolation for Oldham.
Well, I tell you, Vinnie Samways has got a big thank you to Ronnie Rosenthal. Watch the way he holds it up, he holds it up. He doesn't put a cross in, but he looks up and he picks Samways out beautifully. But watch this. Look at the goalkeeper. Who's moving to his left? Gerrard's gone early. I don't know why. Whether he thought Samways was going to drive it, but he should have known better. Samways is more likely to do that, and that's curl it in the corner. The goalkeeper completely flat-footed. What a tonic for Tottenham.
Austin. But by 5 o'clock on Saturday, it might all come to an end for Oldham. You sense that some of the players are running on empty at the moment.
They've had such a demanding week on this particular pitch, which of course is the responsibility of their own club.
And this is a killer. When the team that you're playing against keeps the ball like this.
Rosenthal. Can Austin get there for Spurs? They've looked quicker to the ball. Dean Austin pushed out, and it is for David Howells following up 2-0, and that could be the most comfortable cushion that Tottenham have had all season. So close to the end, they're 2-0 in front.
There's an example there, in my opinion, of tired legs. Look how sharp Austin was to the ball compared to Rick Holden. Deflection's unlucky because Gerrard's always at full stretch, and he does well, the goalkeeper. He does well to get anything on this. And from there, well, it's a simple task for Howells just to change his direction, put it in, and that, in my opinion, is Tottenham safe in the Premiership for next season.
Oldham press on with more hope than expectation. Samways. There's been a season of such turmoil at Tottenham Hotspur, and they might lose a goal here even at the last. Steve Redmond can't score. Torsvett somehow smothered the shot.
Well, it's Tottenham's night. This just seals it. It's a lovely layoff from Graham Sharp. Good run from Redmond. And you think, well, he's going to give him a fright, but he couldn't do that.
Tottenham Hotspur are safe with a vital victory here, which leaves Oldham Athletic on the very brink of the relegation precipice. Spurs celebrate thanks to goals from Vinnie Samways just before half-time. And David Howells sealed the victory in the second half. Oldham's only hope now is the combination of defeats for Everton and Ipswich on Saturday, plus a win at Norwich for themselves. It could happen, but you wonder how on earth they can fulfil their part in that formula at the end of such a punishing schedule. The jubilation, though, is for Spurs. A different kind of jubilation in a different sector of North London tonight, but jubilation nonetheless. The immediate trauma for Tottenham is over. And my word, the fans played their part here as well, sustaining Spurs, who changed their tack.
And here's Ferdinand. And Sinclair! 1-0 to Queen's Park Rangers, and Sinclair gets the goal. Anderton with an outswinger, not properly cleared. In the end, that was Steve Yates who made a half clearance. This is Edinburgh. Rain really coming down in torrents now. This is Samways. Good ball. Now Sheringham goes into centre. Sheringham has equalised with a great finish. Teddy Sheringham with a goal to remember here at White Hart Lane. Well, how have they missed him? And it was illustrated here with Sheringham. That is a great finish. 1-1 after 39 minutes. In comes the cross again. Torsvett should get there. White comes in. And in from Sinclair again.
Safety and Premiership survival ensured. Chairman Alan Sugar was very quick to point out to the loyal fans that next season he would not tolerate another heart-stopping season like this one. But as the players took their customary lap of honour, thanking the fans for their unswerving support, they had to admit that the 1993-94 season had been one that Tottenham will not forget for some time to come. It had certainly been a year to remember.
his second corner in the opening 8 minutes. Mabbott has come forward. So too has Calderwood, who won the header. Well, I was saying he didn't score many goals for Swindon, but he's off